The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State, it's Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here's Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 24 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up a throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Nash. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From the 29, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They run. Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Fields.
he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields unable to find Allen Lazard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. On play action, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. Fields on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. The kick by Gould is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team, creating the turnover.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On the draw is Edwards. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Season, the Saints up route. New Orleans on the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick here is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now it's Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 5. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36.
Tanner Muse in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Throwing again is Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Touchdown! It's complete.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and that one finds the Falcons out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Corey Davis, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
64 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down, it's Nash. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Nash. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Now a second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. On third down, Nash. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
3 yards the gain there, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown, Saints! Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give. This is Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Montgomery running right. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run on 1st down. It's Nash. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by Ware. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Nash. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 93 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Fields completes and Mooney on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Fields now to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tanner Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. The Saints on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
They'll run on first down. It's Nash, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
108 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Fields throwing again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
They'll try the left side. Nash, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 7 yards the pickup there.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Gould is able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nash. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A gain of 6 there on first. The clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Back to Montgomery on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Over the middle, complete. That's Nash. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let it fly.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a